So in the last couple of months, Nike has brought back a classic from the early 2000s, which was the Nike Shox range. But now at the start of November, at least here in the UK, we had a new member coming into this range. And in today's video, we're gonna have a look at it. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest member which is coming from Nike for this Shox range. So let's go ahead and start with the box guys, which as usual coming from this brand is gonna come in this red box, which will have the big Nike lettering, also Nike swoosh in this white color here on top of the lid and slightly smaller on each side of the box as well. So let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at one color combination out of these 2 or 3 available for now, and this one will be for the Nike Shox Ride 2. So back in the 2000 era guys, Nike was bringing quite interesting releases, which at least for that time they were ahead of their time. I think the design was a bit too futuristic and not a lot of people were too drawn to this range, which at least now in 2024 made a comeback with the Nike Shox R4 and also the Nike Shox TL, for which I dropped a review in the last couple of months, and for sure I find that those ones are actually quite interesting and futuristic still after more than 20 years. But it seems that now at the start of November, at least here in the UK, we have a new member coming into this family, which is called the Nike Shox Ride 2, which will have some slightly different materials for this upper, which I feel that in a way completes this range, which didn't actually had I would say proper materials for the upper. But it seems that for this range we're gonna have a very nice mix of mesh material with some no-buck and proper leather overlays, which for sure I think it's reflected in that price, which at least here in the UK will be 165 pounds, which will make it around 180 US dollars. And this one, besides this very iconic Shox columns here at the heel section, it will also bring the Nike Air technology for the front part of the shoe. So most definitely this is something more different comparing with those 2 previous releases, which was the R4 and also the TL. So for sure having these slightly better materials, at least for the overlays, I feel that this one is quite an interesting one. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. As a base layer we're gonna have this plasticky mesh material in this gray color, which will be present for most of this upper and quite visible at the front of the shoe, on the sides as well, and slightly here at the back. So on top of this mesh material we're also gonna have a few other overlays. One of it will be this no-buck material in this gray color, which will be present here at the front of the tobo section. Then we're also gonna have it here on the lateral side as a mud guard. Then it will also go slightly a bit up here in the midfoot, and it will finish here at the back. And besides this no-buck, we're also gonna have some proper leather in this gray color, which will be present here on top of the tobo section for the whole lacing system and covering this ankle section and the whole heel section as well, where we're also gonna have some perforation holes and this Nike Shox bubble in this orange color, which for sure is looking quite nice. Then in the midfoot we're also gonna have this TPU rubberized overlay, which I guess it will give it a bit of a structure. and this one will also keep in place this Nike Shox in this orange color, and both of them will be available on both medial and lateral side. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these white flat laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have this tongue made out of this mesh and no-back material. So on top of this mesh we're gonna have this no-back, which will also have a lot of perforation holes, and also this Shox logo as well towards the top. Then going inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this white lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding, which for sure will keep your foot quite good in place. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this foam insole in this whitish color, which will have imprinted here at the heel section in this orange color the Nike Shox, and also the logo as well. So now, guys, we can go to this very interesting looking midsole, which will combine this time two technologies. So at the front we're gonna have this airsole units being exposed on both medial and lateral side. At the back, guys, we're gonna have this very iconic 4 Shox columns, which will come in this whitish color, which I need to admit that they feel actually quite comfortable underfoot. But at least for the front part, wearing them for a couple of hours, I didn't feel that these ones are providing a very good level of comfort, but I guess these ones will need to be broken in. So I think after a couple of wears, these ones for sure will become slightly more comfortable. So now we can go to this gray and orange rubber outsole, which in my opinion looks a lot with the one used in the Shox TL. As you can see here at the front, we're gonna have a lot of these small orange lugs. In the midfoot we're also gonna have this Shox branding, and here at the back where we're gonna have the actual Shox columns, we're gonna have 3 dots in this orange color, while the other one will just be gray. As in for the actual sizing, guys, I decided for this one to go with a half size down, which I've done for the Nike Shox TL and also the Nike Shox R4. So for those two, going with a half size down, for me, as I have skinny feet, it actually matched perfectly. But I feel that for this one it's not gonna be the case. I feel that this one going with a half size down is slightly a bit too snug. So my recommendation will be that for skinny and normal feet you should stay with your true to size. And just in case you have wide feet, guys, it's either you can go with a half size up or even a full size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too snug for you. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Nike for this Shox Ride 2, in my opinion, is looking quite nice, and it's still bringing quite a futuristic design even now in 2024. And I think that this one will bring on the market what the previous two didn't, which will be some better materials for the overlays. For the R4 and the TL, we mainly just got synthetic overlays, but for this one it seems that Nike has decided to bring us some leather and no-back, which for sure makes this one feel a bit more, I would say, premium. And even though for this one we just received this new technology, which will be the Nike Air here at the front, I actually don't feel that this one will be so much different comparing with the R4 and the TL. But of course it will look better. But I guess if you don't plan to wear these ones almost every day, I don't actually feel that you'll feel too fast the actual comfort which can be provided by this pair of shoes. The Shox as usual will flex. This is a technology which you can feel it straight away after putting them on feet. But this airsole unit at the front, most of the times it's almost unnoticeable. But nevertheless, guys, I feel that this one, it's bringing a very nice design to this Shox family. And of course, bringing these slightly better materials, this one will be a bit more appreciated, I would say. And at least in this color combination, guys, I feel that this one is looking great. So most definitely, if you want to have something which is coming from this Shox family and you don't like the R4 and the TL, for sure this one could be one of it, or maybe the only option besides those two. I really feel that overall this one is a quite balanced release on the market, which it's not coming at a higher price. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Nike for this Shox Ride 2. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.